Good evening, Internet citizens, economic survivors, emotionally exhausted overreachers, and the three people still reading the terms and conditions. Welcome back to Woke World. This episode, we're going off the script. The world stopped following the script a long time ago, and everyone has to act like it's normal. AI writes better emails than managers, billionaires are building bunkers, and now you can lease groceries. We're living through one of the weirdest eras in modern history. Everything is connected. Everything is political. Everything is content. Even suffering has aesthetics now. People don't cry anymore. They post healing era with Frank Ocean playing quietly in the background. But beneath the memes and the dopamine and doom scrolling, something deeper is happening. America is changing. The world is shifting. Power is relocating. And people everywhere can feel it, even if they can't explain it yet. So tonight, we're going off the script. Let's start globally, because contrary to the belief, the world does not revolve around Twitter arguments in Los Angeles. Wars, inflation, AI expansion, energy competition, digital surveillance. Seems like we're living in the dystopia more and more every single day. Right now, the planet feels like everybody's holding their breath. Economically fragile, politically divided, socially overstimulated, spiritually downloading motivational quotes at 2 a.m.
Overnight, U.S. Central Command releasing video showing the strike
So,
targeting an Iranian.
you can feel the instability everywhere. Europe's stressed, Asia's accelerating, Africa's rising economically in ways the media barely talks about. The Middle East is reshaping alliances, and America's trying to figure out if it's declining or rebranding. Big difference. Because empires don't usually announce when they're changing. They just start acting strange. And if we're being honest, well, we've been acting strange for a while now. We turned politics into entertainment, and entertainment into ideology. Now everybody's performing, politicians, celebrities, news anchors, influencers, even regular people, especially regular people. Half the internet isn't living anymore. They're auditioning.
Bus, let's go. Forget everything you think you know. Kids are dancing to rock and roll. They got the rhythm, they got the flow. Take me to the place my soul resides. It don't matter if it's wrong or right. You can find me kicking dirt on the north side of town in a $2 t-shirt.
Now, let's talk economics. The favorite horror genre of adulthood. Inflation hits people psychologically harder than physically Because once your comfort foods become luxury items, you start asking philosophical questions in Walmart.
From every mountainside, let freedom ring, and if America is to be a great nation, this must become true. And so let freedom ring. From the prodigious hilltops of New Hampshire, let freedom ring. From the mighty mountains of New York, let freedom ring. From the heightening Alleghenies of Pennsylvania, let freedom ring. From the snow-capped Rockies of Colorado, let freedom ring. From the curvaceous slopes of California.
Young people, especially, are stuck in a bizarre contradiction. This generation is highly informed, digitally skilled, emotionally aware, culturally influential, and financially confused. You can make 6 figures and still feel broke. That should not mathematically exist. And automation is changing everything. AI can now edit videos, write articles, generate music, clone voices, create faces, and probably argue with your ex better than you can. That's not the future anymore. That's Tuesday. And maybe that's why people feel disconnected. Because authenticity became risky. Everybody's scared to be wrong, scared to be canceled, scared to think independently, scared to log off for 5 minutes and hear their own thoughts. That's the real crisis. Not just economic instability, mental instability, spiritual exhaustion, and identity recession. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Technology doesn't remove human nature. It amplifies it. If society is wise, technology accelerates progress. If society is unstable, technology accelerates chaos. And that's why this moment matters. Because humanity's tools have evolved faster than humanity's maturity. You know what's crazy? People have access to more information than any civilization in human history, and somehow trust less than ever. That's impressive. That takes effort. Back in the day, your uncle was just the weird uncle. Now he has a podcast, a crypto course, 400,000 followers, talking about ancient bloodlines. His source? Trust me, bro. I think people are hungry for meaning again. Not trends, not algorithms, not outrage cycles. Meaning. People want something real, something grounded, something human. That's why long conversations are coming back. That's why independent creators are rising. That's why people are questioning everything they were told about success, because the old script stopped working. And deep down, everybody knows. We were taught, go to school, work hard, follow the path, stay quiet, retire eventually. Then the economy changed, technology changed, culture changed, and suddenly millions of people woke up in the middle of a system that no longer guarantees stability, asking themselves, wait, what game are we even playing? The takeaway? That question. That's where transformation starts.
Salud, my friends. The Centenario Añejo, Alazo Gallardo, at Tequila Town. Drink, please, come closer. If anybody doesn't have a drink, please take one. We're all in this together. But we also drink to remember the moments that we're having. When I say we drink, I want you all to think about this moment and the people you're with. And I want you to respond to remember. Drink. Amen. Remember. We drink. We drink.
So where does the world go from here? Honestly, nobody fully knows. And anybody pretending they do is probably selling a course. But here's what I do know. The future belongs to the adaptive people, creative people, emotionally intelligent people, people who think independently without losing compassion. Because survival isn't just a physical thing anymore. It's psychological, spiritual, informational. And attention, wisdom, authenticity. And maybe that's the real reason why we're here. Not just to consume the world, but to understand it, to question it, to improve it, to stay human inside of it. The world may be off the script, but maybe that's exactly what is needed. Maybe the old script was broken. Maybe we were never supposed to live mechanically, scroll mechanically, think mechanically, dream mechanically. Maybe this generation wasn't born to repeat the system. Maybe we were born to challenge it. Because if we're being honest, a lot of people are tired. Not just physically, spiritually tired. Mentally overloaded, emotionally stretched thin. People wake up every day carrying invisible pressure. Pressure to succeed, pressure to perform, pressure to stay relevant, pressure to pretend that everything is okay. And social media made it worse. Now everyone is comparing their life to somebody else's highlight reel filmed under LED lights and brand sponsorships. Half the internet isn't confidence, it's marketing. But despite all the chaos, I still believe something powerful is happening. I think people are becoming more aware. Not fake woke, not performative awareness, real awareness. People are questioning what matters, who benefits, what truth actually is, and what kind of future we're building. That matters because history changes when ordinary people start to think independently. And right now, you can feel the shift happening. The systems are evolving. Media is evolving. Technology is evolving. Humanity has to evolve too. Because if wisdom doesn't grow alongside innovation, then intelligence becomes dangerous. And we've seen that, and we're seeing that in real time. Pardon me. But I don't think the answer is fear. I don't think the answer is division either. The world already has enough outrage, enough noise, enough people screaming without actually saying anything. What we need now is clarity, discipline, creativity, compassion, and people brave enough to remain human in an era that profits off of emotional exhaustion. You know what's rebellious nowadays? Having original thoughts, logging off, reading a book, longer than 8 seconds, sitting alone with your thoughts without reaching for your phone like it's life support. That is revolutionary. And maybe the future won't belong to the loudest people. Maybe it belongs to the most grounded. The people who can adapt without losing themselves. The people who understand technology without worshiping it. The people who can build wealth without losing their souls. The people who can disagree without dehumanizing each other. That's balance. That's challenge. That's the mission. Because at the end of the day, this isn't just about politics or economics or algorithms. It's about people. It's about whether humanity can stay conscious in a world designed do.